But there's so much great music. These kids are so creative, bro. They're so creative, but it's almost like doing work sometimes now. To kind of you sit down and you take a Friday and Saturday and you try to keep it like the shit that y'all was on when I came in here. I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
TJX6, scammer music.
Okay, what's scammer music?
He's just like rapping like ridiculously in-depth tutorials about like credit card fraud. It's like some of the weirdest shit I ever heard.
Like Guap be talking about scamming. Is Guap scam music? Shout out to Guap.
Guap has claims to have done quite a bit of scamming. I feel like the difference with the TJX6 kid is that he's just straight up. It sounds like it's the whole character as well. Because if you look at his Instagram, he seems like he's still committing credit card fraud. I told him, I'm like, I don't want to do an interview with you because I feel like you're gonna get caught up because of the interview. Right. And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. He's like, I'm good. Right. But I don't know what the fuck his scam is that apparently he can't get caught. But and it's something about him rapping so offbeat too that somehow like just seems like it aligns well with all this ridiculously technical credit card shit. But
like a lot of these guys, man, you just people just keep talking about them. Act put me on a lot of these guys. Like if you go on Act shit, like Act is all of these guys are on Act. Like I didn't know for a long time I would not listen to anything that 6ix9ine put out just because it looks so weird. Like you know what I mean? It looks so weird. Even God Rest the Dead, even with X, it looks so. Like I couldn't understand. Then he was really, really gifted. Yeah. But like when you listen to some of these guys, it's good music.
Yeah, definitely. So, but you find yourself gravitating towards more traditional type stuff. Is there anything from your youth that you still find yourself going back to? I feel like a lot of people have sort of just their core couple of albums that they just return to.
3 albums, my core albums. Hot Boys, Get It How You Live. Underrated. Nobody talks about it.
We gotta put that on.
Like nobody talks about it. Ridiculous.
Right.
Like y'all think Wayne is a god. Y'all think y'all have heard peak Wayne. Y'all have heard the most famous Wayne.
Right.
Peak Wayne, when Wayne was a little murderer, a little killer on this. Wayne could rap. Wayne could always rap. People gonna freak out when I say this. They're gonna be like, yo, man, Wayne, no ceilings and all of this stuff like this. Wayne with those guys rapping like a kid rapping amongst a bunch of grown men, you can hear the talent spilling through your speakers. It's ridiculous.
When you ask people their favorite Wayne album and they say like Dedication 3, you're just kind of like, oh, all right. Like you caught him on a completely different wavelength than the one that I was initially experiencing in like '98.
Yeah,
I'd never heard anybody's voice sound anything like that.
Anything like that. And he was doing Wayne was doing the little. The little sound effects and shit like that. I got diamonds on my neck, bling. And he was just doing the whole. He was just creative. He was creating. You know what I'm saying? So that one, Rakim, the 18th Letter. I know that's later Rakim. A lot of people not gonna fuck with that, but that's like for some reason, just where I was, that really grabbed me. And P, Ghetto D.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Like when I put on honorable mention to 400 Degrees, honorable mention to Richie Rich, Seasoned Vet, honorable mention to so many of those different things, and those honorable mention to everything Pac did, all of that. But Ghetto D to me, when I listen to Master P, Ghetto D, it just takes me right back, bro.
Right.
I'm thinking about a time in my life where I thought everything was possible, where I didn't know if I was going to be, one day I was going to be the president of the United States, the next day I was going to be off guard the NBA. It was just like and the melodies and the music and the beats, the authenticity is just there. I listen to that old shit all the time. It's hard to find it sometimes, but I listen to it.
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like that stuff didn't age as well for me as I got older. Like I was listening to a lot of No Limit, Cash Money at the time, but then over the years, No Limit is sort of just. There was such an abundance of product at that time too. There was so much that I felt like a lot of it sort of got lost for me.
But remember, that's around the corner for me. That's those are real rhythms of Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and that's real shit. Like that's where I'm from. So
you're a Boosie fan?
Hell yeah, I went to high school with Boosie.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Was he the man then too?
Huh?
Was he the man then?
Boosie has never not been famous.
Really?
Never.
Wow.
Went to high school with Boosie. Shout out McKinley High, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Not only Boosie went there, but Kevin Gates went there too.
I'm just having a hard time even imagining a Boosie that wasn't like the dude, like a lame ass Boosie.
He came on campus. Me and his brother had gone to school with Like he came on campus as this little dude that everybody already loved.
Right.
By the way, I'll tell y'all something that y'all might not know about Boosie. Boosie could really hoop.
Really?
Like Boosie could really play ball. He is the smallest dude I've ever seen be effective on a basketball court. Like not like varsity.
Wow.
Like Boosie could play. Boosie would get in there, do his thing. Like little small dude, like looked like he was heaving the ball at the basket.
Right.
But could shoot it, could do everything. But yeah, and then I remember I left and went away to college. And because I think something happened at McKinley. I don't think Boosie was around that much. But like I think something happened either his 10th or 11th grade year. He could probably tell a story. I'm not gonna speak for him. But and then I came back and they were like, yo, Boosie rapping. And he was with CeeLo in the concentration camp at that time.
Wow.
And then after he was with CeeLo, he got with Turk and Mel, and then boom, he was out of here. So, but he always had that. He's a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You fuck with his music?
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's dope. Like he's a star.
Yeah.
And wild, like dudes from back home. That's you listen to Boosie and Webby and other dudes from Baton Rouge, Box and all of those guys like that. Like you listen to those guys, that's Baton Rouge. That's real Baton Rouge. Young Boy and them I love. I'm not as like they way younger than me.
Right.
So, I don't know how the city has changed.
You want to hear my one Boosie story? Is that while I was interviewing him and Lil Blurry, his 12-year-old white kid that he signed, and it's unfortunate because he had gone and done like Boosie had done like a 3-hour Vlad interview that would presumably be chopped up into like 18 different pieces, and then he just got high as hell. Like, because when I watched the Vlad interview later, which I mean, that's just what he's going to do always.
Is there an issue?
No.
Okay.
I got one with Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad.
But it's just like he interviews Boosie like every 4 months, and he just gets like 18 pieces out of it. And it's like, and it just keeps working. It's just a factory. But so we got a different version of Boosie because Boosie just like gets in the van and just smokes a shitload of blunts before he does the interview. He's high as hell. And like at one point during the interview, he starts talking about getting a girl pregnant from pre-cum. And then he just looks over at Lil Blurry and he's like, oh man. He's like, I can't be talking about this. Just like realizing that it's like a different responsibility or something, that his parents are probably gonna be watching that and feeling some type of way. But then, okay, Boosie's car, his rental car, gets stolen in the middle of the interview.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Somebody must have been following him from the video shoot that they did after the Vlad interview or some shit like that. And basically their rental car gets stolen, and he happened to have his bag with him that had all his jewelry and his money with it.
Yeah.
But it seemed as if they like were gunning for that.
Right.
But so then me and my guys, we get to be the dudes that Boosie just met that are like the only, like to him,
shit.
maybe we set him up. I don't think he actually thought that we did, but he at least wanted to, sort of feel us out.
Right.
And he was like hanging out here for like another 2 hours. I had to do another interview afterwards, and it's just sort of awkward because Boosie's kind of like just looking around, just trying to figure out if we fucking jugged him or something.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is, like he talked to in that interview, he talked about feeling like he a target in Baton Rouge. He got to feel like he a target in L.A. when they come out here.
Definitely. Anyway, it was a little awkward. But it didn't hurt my fandom at all.
Yeah, I mean, look, like a real dude, man. Like real dude. They tried to job him down there in Baton Rouge, but like he is the guy that kind of that really put. We had guys before. I don't want to be disrespectful, but obviously Boosie's the guy that put Baton Rouge on the map as far as rap is concerned. And then Webby was right there with him the whole trail. Boosie's the one that kind of finally broke through and gave us a superstar. So.
Definitely. What actually has you motivated these days in terms of what you want to accomplish, what you're trying to do with your life at this point?
That's a great question, man. I think what has me motivated is just the uncertainty of it all. It's been a long time since I didn't know what I was capable of. Like you get into a situation where you work in a day job and you go in there every day and you know what's expected, and then all of a sudden something happens for you, and people start listening. And then you start thinking, what do I really have to say?
And your podcast is growing quickly, so all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, like anything could happen with this.
Right. So you're thinking about that. And then you're thinking about seriously the reality of maybe having a life that really changes something. And not when I say changes something, I don't mean in a say it to Wells, like type of corny way. I mean like, what really means something to you? Like, who are you? What do you really give a fuck about? Like, you've been a wind-up toy for so long, right? and you've been talking about different things. Now that people are listening, what do you give a fuck about? How do you want to not just inform people, but entertain them? How do you want people to feel? How do you want people around you to feel? Like, what is it that you want to do? I just think figuring that out and knowing that there's some power behind that, it's a dope ass time. You know what I'm saying? I got to go up to a Nike event and talk to 30 of the best players. These guys are going to the NBA, 30 of the best players in the country earlier today. And while everybody else is talking to these kids about basketball, I just wanted to make sure that they were investing into their own humanity, that they were becoming something different, that they were reading, that they were learning how to love, that they were learning how to be present, that they were learning how to do this. And to be able to actually tell those kids that, you know, there's people out here that care about you, that need you, and that need you to be happy people. Fuck commodifying yourself and your brand and all of that shit like that. We want y'all to be happy people. We want y'all to be well-evolved people. It just makes you feel like you out here doing something.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
The reality is that, in a weird way, I got to thank Kanye for that opportunity.
Right.
You know, I really do, because first of all, there's no animus between me and him at all. But what I will say is that was the first time that I realized that. And the reason why I realized that is everybody that watches that clip, pay attention to something in that clip. He says what he says. He turns around, he asks that question. When I start talking to him, he's listening. So I'm talking to be honest with you, my musical idol, the one artist I would say his music has meant the most to me. You know what I'm saying? He's listening. He's listening to me. So my voice matters. Even though I've been on TV all of these years, my voice matters. He's listening to me. Me and him are the same. He's no different. Flesh, bone, blood. I'm talking to him, he's listening. That's it. To me, that's a mandate. Not because Kanye West is so important, but it's a mandate because there are things that I say that people, no matter what, want to hear, and some things that they need to hear. I just gotta make sure that I keep pushing myself in the right direction to give them the right information.
NoJumper.com. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want one of these, you know where to go. And then No Jumper Facebook too. Link is down in the description. Some good stuff going on over there. Appreciate y'all watching this.